And I don't see why it's the railroad's fault. I don't see why the railroad is the one that caused them to get violent. Maybe it's because they were told that they should have freedom, but Gabey agrees with that anyway.
Excuse me.
Your quarters are here, sir. Your quarters are just inside, sir. Your quarters are just inside, sir.
Thank you, X6 Institute Jumper.
When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. Bunker Hill. Speak to Father. I guess thank you, son. So back to Father is over there.
Hello, Father.
Hello,
Tell me,
Father.
what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
Well, as your dad, Gabriel would say this.
I try and talk it out, see if things can be resolved peacefully.
An admirable goal. And yet we find ourselves in a situation where something more significant must be done.
Oh, really?
The group that calls themselves the Railroad has acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. And they no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings.
What?
You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
Misguided? Okay, wait a minute. You, son, needs a spanking. A serious spanking.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan.
No.
Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary.
Oh, great.
We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Why bother? You can't just... Oh, this is so... Oh, Gabriel is just seething right now at his son. Seriously, he definitely wants to give his son a serious spanking right now.
I'm not sure why you'd bother.
Aside from taking back our property, we must teach them a lesson, as
Oh
it
my
were.
gosh.
And quickly at that. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
This is not what we should be doing. We shouldn't be doing this.
Seriously, this is a waste of my time.
Like many things at the Institute, this has ramifications beyond the immediate objective. Keep that in mind. A Corso will be waiting for you near Bunker Hill. You'll need him.
Oh, great. Optional, inform the... Oh, I see. Inform the Brotherhood. Okay, well... If these are synths that have escaped, I think that in this situation, Gabriel definitely trusts the Railroad more, because the Railroad, they want to reach Bunker Hill. The Railroad wants to free the synths, and Gabriel, he personally believes that the synths should be treated like sentient beings. He believes them to be... I mean, look at Dance. Look at Paladin Dance, for goodness sake. And Nick, Valentine, and all those people, you know? Oh, hey, Deacon. Yeah, Deacon, we've got to talk. There's so much stuff that we need
Tinker
to...
Tom's been looking for you.
Okay.
Hey.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, Drummer Boy. Thank you. What do you think of all this?
Hi.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Your name is Hi?
Your thoughts?
So I get to reclaim myself a synth. Desdemona's gonna be thrilled with this, but hey, we gotta sell our cover, right?
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Instinct is a powerful tool in our business. Rely on it. Train it up. It'll save your life. Promise.
Got it. All right.
Didn't have anything else.
Another time.
All right, Deacon. I'm gonna have to put my trust in the railroad for this specific one. Desdemona.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
There's no need for me to lie about it. I'm gonna be upfront.
It's all true.
Deacon says you used teleportation. I can't imagine. We know you got inside with the help of the Brotherhood of Steel. My hope is you've infiltrated them for us.
Well...
Or at the very least, your true loyalty lies with us. So let's put it to the test. We have a vital mission that only you can carry out. You up to it?
What? Okay.
Why should I help you instead?
Now that the Brotherhood knows where the Institute is, in time, they will mount an offensive. And once they do, they'll slaughter everyone in the Institute.
Yeah.
Men, women, children, and every synth they can find.
That's true.
I respect you far too much to believe you'd participate in such a bloodbath.
Yeah, as much as Gabriel would hate to admit it, Desdemona, he believes Desdemona is absolutely right. Knowing the Brotherhood, Gabriel just knows that they have such a horrible sense of pride, like, to the extreme, to this, like, unhealthy sense of pride. Not all of them. This is tough, because he doesn't think all of the Brotherhood are, like, completely racist and prejudiced, because I think Halen is perfectly fine, for example. Just like, you know, he doesn't think that... If he thought that all Brotherhood of Steel were horrible people, then, you know, he would be just as bad as them, because he'd be generalizing as well. So... Yeah, Gabriel, as much as he hated, I mean, he enjoyed his time at the Brotherhood of Steel, but to be quite honest, like, ever since he joined them, there was always this uncomfortable feeling in the back of his mind about, like, just how much of the ideals of the Brotherhood of Steel does he actually believe, because they are so black and white in so many things, and just the mere fact that, you know, they were perfectly okay, well, not okay, but... You know, they didn't outright shoot Nick Valentine, or Strong, or, you know, Hancock, a synth of Super Mutant and a ghoul. They didn't outright shoot them down when Gabriel brought them onto the Predwin. But the moment that Dance, one of their own, somebody who has helped them and had done nothing but be loyal to them this entire time, and, you know, did nothing but do everything that he could to fulfill and to preach the Brotherhood's cause and save so many lives, they wanted to kill him. Like, and Maxon at least wanted to kill him. And Gabriel's just sick and tired of it. Sick and tired of the Brotherhood's... The Brotherhood of Steel, to him, stands for BS. He's tired of all the BS. So I think between the Brotherhood and the Railroad...
A response would be appreciated.
I'm sorry, Desdemona. Between the Brotherhood and the Railroad, he has to side with the Railroad, because the Brotherhood of Steel, they're dangerous, especially with Maxon on the helm, and he's seen how far Maxon is willing to go. So he's with the Railroad on this one.
I'll do the mission then.
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot.
Okay.
There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute, who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him. So we gave him the code name Patriot. So you need to infiltrate the Institute and make contact with Patriot.
Okay. Contact how?
How do I make contact?
Tom devised a way to send a message to Patriot. We can plant a coded message on an Institute terminal. And, if all goes well, he'll respond. Just see Tom, and you can proceed from there.
Okay. Fine.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
No. I'm gonna ask about any news first, and then warn about Bunker Hill.
Any news on your side?
Things we've set in motion continue to move. There are complications, always are, but nothing worth bringing to your attention. How about you? Any news?
Yeah, funny you say that.
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital, but the sacrifice is just too great.
Yeah. How bad is it?
How much damage would it cause if we let them hit us?
We're running out of places to hide our synths. That's why we put so many eggs in one crowded basket to begin with. So what would we lose? 4 synths, Stockton, some of our best agents, and the inevitable civilian casualties? No, not this time. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
Oh, is that all? Need anything else while I'm at it?
No. Just keep defying the odds.
Okay.
We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a Courser escort. You'll have to take him down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Yeah, we'll have to take the Courser down, unfortunately.
Like you said, I've done it before.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
Yeah. 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 It's time for us to stop this nonsense. Tom wanted to talk to us, though.
Oh, man, you were actually there? Inside the belly of the beast? No time for that, though. Let's set you up to contact Patriot. I got here one genuine Tinker Time special. Just load her up onto a holotape, plug her into any Institute terminal, and execute.
Okay. Thanks, Tinker Tom.
Dez has given me clearance to set up my atmospheric sensors.
All right. Thank you, Tinker Tom.
Hey,
Tell me what you want.
hold up a sec.
What can I do you for?
Your thoughts?
I've had this mug for too long. Might be time for a new face.
But I like the face. I like your face just the way it is. Oh, come on, Deacon.
Have you met with Patriot yet?
No, but I'll work with that. I figured I have to do that first before we do Bunker Hill.
Hey,
because
it's Charmer. Charmer's back.
Oh, thanks, guys. Shucks. I feel like I have to do that first because do the Patriot thing first while I'm still in good graces with the Institute. Upload encrypted message on any Institute terminal. Yeah. Because otherwise, once they know that we betrayed them at Bunker Hill, things are just gonna get.
Bringing that rogue synth back.
Yeah.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Yeah, about that.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
I need to get to a terminal. Maybe Father's terminal. There's Father's terminal. He's not around, so let's see what kind of mischief I can get into. Load the Tinker Tom special. Maxon was right. FEV notes. Courser chip data. Where's the Brian Virgil personal? Where is the Pitfall? Your new assignment. Zeta Invaders. What do I have to do? Upload encrypted message on any Institute terminal. Encrypted message holotape. Transmitting Tom key symmetric found. Handshake successful. Command message from Tom. The Big D demanded a tutorial be included, so here it is. Short version, plug this into any Institute terminal and copy the message. Long version, Patriot's been sending us short-coded messages for years using an evil little encryption scheme. It was a B.5 to reverse engineer. Patriot's got skill, but I nailed it. Put this holotape on any Institute terminal, the father's, and it'll deliver a gift wrap message straight to Patriot. You're going into the belly of the beast, friend. Don't trust anything. TT out. Copy encrypted message. Copying message. Copy complete. Break, break. Detected foreign program. Holotape hijack. Copying urgent reply from terminal. Copy complete. Read urgent reply 001. Acknowledged. Meet at the advanced systems maintenance room. Oh boy. Here we go. Gabey feels horrible betraying his son like this, but because it's so tragic, because at the end of the day, he knows that it's not Shaun's fault that he was raised the way he was. Shaun was taken away from him, and just... Speaking of which...
I trust you'll resolve the situation at Bunker Hill quickly and quietly.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Son, Bunker Hill must be dealt with, if for no other reason than to make a point.
Mm-hmm. Right. They took the robot Shaun away. Alright, we're gonna go... to bioscience, I think. Yeah.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section.
Oh, great.
Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, unit?
Oh, great.
Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
We need to stop this. We need to rescue as many of these synths as we can. Oh, bioscience maintenance. So that means the room next to the bioscience door. Okay. Alright, so it's over here. There we go. Patriot. Oh, you must be... Liam!
So you're the one who sent the
It's
encrypted
Liam!
message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
What's Trinity?
Trinity? What's that?
Trinity is an encryption system with a cipher, or key cut up into many pieces. You need several pieces in the correct order to unlock it. I put a Trinity piece with every synth I helped escape. It was a long shot, but I was hoping some good Samaritan would connect it all together.
Tom cracked it.
A friend named Tinker Tom cracked your encryption.
He must have had some serious hardware to pull that off. Wow, your message was only one word. Friend. What did you mean by that?
What do you think?
What do you think?
At the very least, I'm hoping it means you won't turn me in. But you really are a friend, aren't you?
The railroad sent me to look for someone they called Patriot. That's you.
What? The railroad? As in the railroad? And they gave me a code name too? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them.
Good.
I hoped the railroad got to some of them, but I never knew for certain.
You saved a lot of synths.
So much to take in. But wait, with you in the picture, I have this idea. To rescue a lot of synths at once.
That sounds good to me.
But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Right. Let's go to the West Atrium. Probably best to talk about something else right now.
Individual's busy.
You
Okay.
know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, You look positively normal to me. No offense.
Thanks, Liam. Alright, go ahead, Liam.
I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live.
Well, we're gonna try.
Mean we shouldn't at least try to help.
You're right.
You know?
Alright. Rio's also not a bad looking synth either. Or scientist or whatever. I don't know if he's a synth or not. He's dressed like a synth, so I'm guessing he is. Go on, synth.
C-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, C1. He's a friend. He's with the railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
I'm fighting for you guys.
Because the members of the railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friends actually fight for us?
That's what the railroad does, C1. He's from the surface.
I've never met another human willing to help. But, sir, we must make this quick.
You can trust
right
us.
Now. How many synths want to escape, C1?
The ones I know for certain. 13.
Okay.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed. By the SRB.
If I can find a way to open those doors, could you get your synths to the teleporter room?
Yes. We'll talk later. Someplace more secure.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at them sideways. You're willing to help, right? I can't do this alone.
Totally. Of course.
Of course I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. Revolutionary stuff. We still have terminals running version 1, mothballed in storage. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Enough to open doors, at least. Problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password. And that's nowhere to be found in the Institute. But if you could get me a pre-war admin password from the surface, I could log right in.
Where exactly?
Where would I find that?
Unfortunately, I don't know. The obvious place won't work. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago, but some of the admins had to live off campus. Ask your friends in the railroad. I need those login credentials.
Okay.
Liam.
You get me what we talked about, and I'm in business.
Got it. Alright. Gotta get back to the railroad. This is getting really exciting, guys. Alright. Hey, Deacon. We've got a lot to keep ourselves busy with. Desdemona.
Half of you know this already, but something so big. I can't ask people to...
Hey.
The rumor is true. One of our agents has made it inside the Institute.
Is this what Tinker Tom was working on?
Yes, Tom's work is related. But the device... After the device was assembled, he made it inside the Institute.
Unless you...
And then back out.
Where is the Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so it could be anywhere.
What did he find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this, the ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we ever dreamed of, so get it done. Have you met with Patriot yet?
We have.
I met Patriot. His name is Liam Benet.
I knew you'd get the job done. We need every scrap of intel you picked up in there. Write up a full report on Pam's terminal. After you're done, we'll analyze it and figure out the next step. Get to it.
Yes, ma'am.
Keeps bugging me about it. One more hour until my shift ends.
Tom has more quests for me. Wow, Tom.
Dez has given me clearance to set up my atmospheric sensors. Finally, I can prove that the Institute is terraforming the Commonwealth. Eat that, Carrington.
That's great.
Yeah, that's really great, Tom.
I told Dez I could count on you. So my sensor, I call her Mila, needs to be up high, real high. Dez forced me to put some cameras and, other low-tech surveillance crap on it to watch the Freedom Trail. Chuck that stuff if you need to. Like you know who couldn't spoof a conventional camera, right?
We need cameras watching the trail?
Look, I engineered the trail markers and code phrase myself. So anybody comes looking for us, whammo. Spotted a mile away.
Fair enough.
Sure, the cameras could add a little insurance, but discovering the truth about the Institute's real plan is way more important. I got the perfect spot picked out. Set Mila up and let the juicy data pour in.
Okay. Mila. Weather vane. Set up Mila. Looks like we've got a huge flow of railroad missions now. Pam. We need to go talk to Pam.
Deacon's record is the best. You could learn a lot from him.
You're the real deal. You actually made it inside the Institute.
Thanks, Glory. Pam's mainframe. Access records. Enter Institute report. Though it wasn't a certainty, thankfully the signal interceptor worked. When I materialized, I found myself in an empty room. Z114 can get the 13 synths in place, but in order for them to make it to the teleporter, Patriot needs the username and password for V1 of CIT's Code Defender. End of report. Preliminary analysis of new data commencing. Analysis complete. Booting HM interface. Please consult with Pam immediately, Agent. Thank you.
Security mode enabled. Voice interface is unavailable at this time.
Pam.
Preliminary analysis complete.
Anything we need to move on?
Affirmative. Codename Patriot requires admin credentials for Code Defender security software. Cross-indexing CIT security administrators with 2077 Commonwealth Census records. Filtering by surviving structures. One match found. Bergman. Wilfred.
Bergman.
Wilfred. Registered as co-owner of Cambridge Polymer Labs. Estimated 81% chance of login credentials being located at this facility.
Cambridge Polymer.
What's at Cambridge Polymer?
Cambridge Polymer Labs, LLC, had several active military contracts, specializing in robotics. The region is currently classified as extremely dangerous.
Great.
After you get the password report back here. With any luck, we'll have a game plan by then.
I'm wondering where exactly. Get password for the Code Defender. Where exactly is it? Is it probably in a high-level area? Reach Bunker Hill. I'm not gonna do that yet. Get the password for Code Defender. Okay, that's not too bad. It's right by the Institute. Ironically. Pridwin. Alright. But before we continue on, I want to do more of the other railroad quests, because we have a bunch. We have a bunch of railroad quests here. Find the brewing machine, Boston After Dark, retrieve the dead drop. I want to do a bunch of these. Yeah, this is a railroad one. Kidnapping, tactical thinking. Yeah, we're not doing that. Cleansing the Commonwealth, feeding the troops. Alright, I want to do the weather vane, and I want to do Boston After Dark. So we're going to do that next, guys. Okay, the dead drop is over here somewhere. I'm assuming inside one of these buildings. Oh, no, it's in the mailbox thingy. Stockton's holotape. Meet Old Man Stockton. What's on Stockton's holotape? Here we go. Play.
Update. Observed unusual activity has ceased. Window is open for a heavy to make contact, but they should act now. The package is still in my possession. It cannot remain here safely for much longer. Out.
Okay. He still has the package. We still have to get it from him. Probably run into a bunch of raiders along the way. Looks like we're cutting through some of the raiders' natural habitat right now. I hear something.
Diamond City thinks it's got a lock on trade in the Commonwealth, but watch out for Bunker Hill.
Yeah, Bunker Hill. Oh, this place. There's gotta be an opening.